Hey Seth, it's Matt. Good to meet you. Essentially, we have a lot of this stuff up and running. Everything's on live right now. So this is a bidding construction, and essentially what it is general contractors, which we will refer to them as GCs. They populate projects on this website, and then it sends out to subcontractors in the marketplace that are active. So right now I'm in Washington, D.C., and I'm only focusing on Washington, D.C. And honestly, I'm currently the only user. I'm testing these on real construction projects, and what we're working through, myself and Nigel, is just problems or whatever, and he's working on kind of like the database stuff. So anyway, he said that you were really good at UI and stuff like that, but I'm curious if you can help out on other things as well. He's gone for a couple weeks, so I'm definitely kind of stuck here. So this first task is to fix invitation reminders, so kind of to just get you up to speed with what goes on. I'm going to do a quick fake one, right? So what occurs is this is a general contractor puts bid out project, and I'm just going to call it whatever, it doesn't matter. It's actually, I think I'm on to 16 tries at this point. No, I'm on to 15. None of this information needs to be right. So the bid is going to be due today. I have it set up for reminders every 15 minutes just because I need to do this quickly and I don't have time to sit here all day. And I only do one division. So just to give you a heads up about how this works as well, each construction trade is broken into divisions. So for this specific one, for example, Division 1 is architects, engineers, surveyors, things like that. Division 5 is the only one I'm messing with because I have all of their emails set up over here on another screen. So for this test, I'm just doing decorative metals. I'm just going to throw in a picture here so I can see it. And the bid is going to be due in a couple minutes, which is obviously not realistic, but okay, so the project submits. So at this point, what occurs is all the contractors in the market that were decorative metal people in the database are receiving an email for an invitation to bid, right? So that's great. All these work except for one of them. I can't for the life of me figure it out. So this is an invitation reminder, and the logic behind it is actually, where's the driver of it, I guess, is going to be your first question. So the first question is, it's triggered by the, I'll do this in split screens, make it easier for us. So there's 4 custom states here, which you just went through. The first step, second step, third step, fourth step. The fourth one is triggered by this submit. And here's the API that's not working correctly. So this is set up to be a reminder to the contractors. What's happened is they received this message in their email, which is set up right over here, and it says, "Hey, there's 5 decorative metal people in this market." So they received this email initially, right? And the logic is, if they do respond to it, then they should not get a reminder for the invitation. So if they do respond, so I'm going to go through the steps real quick about what happens in real life. So the project is now set up. It's been sent out. Kind of lost myself here, to be honest with you. Hold on one second. Okay, so it's been sent out to the contractors, and I'm going to sign in as one of them. So over here, I'm going to sign in as AK Metal. Okay, and what happens is when they open this link for the first time, AK Metals, they click the link, and this pop-up occurs, right? Will you be bidding on this project? I click yes. Okay, so at that point, after I've confirmed yes, I will be bidding on the project, we do not want to send another invitation, a bid invitation reminder, which you'll see is happening right here. So this is in the test number 13. Here's the initial emails, and then I accepted AK Metal Fabricators, and they still received the reminder right here. This is 15 minutes later or whatever. And if we sat here and did this on project number 15, all these guys would get the reminder anyway. So for this one, that person should not be receiving the email. And if you look into here, so it says, okay, so the way this is set up, I'll show you the data structure real quick. But so it is app data, and the way I've set up this workflow is that the subs company list of will bids, right? So should be see, sometimes confuse myself. Okay, so we're switching to live, and we've got projects, and our project number 15 we have right here. That was number 15, right? Yeah, project API number 15. So API project number 15 will bid. Hold on one second. Apologize, I kind of lost us there. I want to accept two companies. So that was Capital Solutions who accepted it. I made a mistake. I clicked that link. And then it's going to be this one, accept, and will you bid yes. So right now, if we go to the database, we should have Capital Solutions as accepted, and we should have AK Metals, right? So I'm going to refresh this data real quick, and it works wonderfully. Will bid. So this is the project, and within the project, you have will bid, and you have, this is, don't worry about this, but this is the general contractor. You have Capital Iron Solutions and A&K Metal Fabricators, right? Okay, that's great. And then when I jump over to the workflow, the logic behind this API should be, okay, this is a list of trades intersect. Don't worry about that part. And it says, and the sub-company's list of will bid projects doesn't contain the project, right? Because they've accepted, so it doesn't contain it anymore. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's all blue and stuff, and it works. And excuse me, I put in one other piece of logic because there's actually two. List of will bids doesn't contain the project, and the list of won't bids doesn't contain the project. So the logic would be if you had these companies, and we went to AK Metal Fabricators, right? Here they are right here. List of will bids, and then the API project number 15 is in here. So the logic should not be sending it to them, right? Sub companies list of will doesn't contain, but that's only when so that should not be sending the email. But when I go to their email, they keep receiving. So here's the test on the last one. Actually, here you are on number 15. Let's just refresh this real quick. And API number, project number 15. Remember, we accepted for Capital Solutions, and we also accepted for AK Metal Fabricators. So why is this still sending when the logic says right here, will not, or list of bids doesn't contain? I'm not really sure, so let me know what you think. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. I know it's going to be a little hard, especially since the whole project is kind of built out. You're going to have to really start to get into it, and then you'll be able to understand this stuff quicker. Thanks a lot.